16 items Stephen Curry owns that cost more than your life. The former MVP and NBA champion Steph Curry signed a 5-year, $200 million deal with the Golden State Warriors. Many say Curry has changed the way we watch basketball and play basketball. Without Curry, would we see as many deep threes in the league? Without Curry, would the NBA value post play and tall centers? We'll never know. What we do know is that Curry has been getting paid. Keep watching to see the 16 items that Curry owns that cost more than your life. Emporio Armani suit, worth $2,000. Steph Curry took the league by storm ever since joining the NBA. Curry was an unbelievable college athlete and took Davidson deep into the NCAA tournament during his time in North Carolina. Growing up, it seemed like Curry would never age. When he was drafted, he still looked like a kid, but he looked sharp. One thing Curry has always been able to do is dress. Curry is known to be a sharp dresser and owns significant stake in Under Armour that could be valued as high as $14 billion. Curry's fashion is important to him, and he will spend whatever it takes to get his perfect look. Curry wore an Emporio Armani suit in a GQ fashion shoot in 2017. The suit costs $2,000 and is made from light wool and silk. Stephen Curry's cover photo of GQ in May is for a piece titled The Revenge of Stephen Curry, the Happy Warrior. It explores his path to the NBA, how he dealt with the Warriors' collapse in the finals in the previous year, and how the team adapted after signing Kevin Durant. There were some Curry-focused fashion photos, and they're amazing. This is one of Steph wearing a $2,000 Emporio Armani suit, jumping off of a cafeteria table. Curry was able to pull off a tank top with a suit, sneakers, and no socks. Also, there are 4 lone trays of food in the photos, all of which appear to have pudding on them. That's besides the point. Steph's face is the face of a man who might have tore the crotch of that $2,000 suit. The pants were very slim and skinny fit, and the crotch was holding on for dear life when he was shooting these pictures. Rolex Deep Sea Dive Watch, worth $10,000. By now you know that Stephen Curry loves his Rolexes. He has a large collection, but one from that collection is the Rolex Deep Sea Dive Watch. He was seen sporting this watch while accepting his MVP trophy in 2016, and when he had a meeting with President Obama in 2015. It has a 44mm oyster case, and has a price tag of $10,000. Inside the face of the watch, there's some royal blue that matches Golden State Warriors blue. He has worn this watch on some of the biggest occasions in his life. That's when you know how much that watch means to Curry. Under Armour Curry 4, worth $28,000. Stephen Curry is a great basketball player and makes more money than most of the population, but he is also known for his generous donations to charities and organizations. One of these organizations is the My Brother's Keeper Alliance, a foundation started by former President Barack Obama. To show support, he wore a customized pair of Under Armour Curry 4s in one of his games, signed the shoes, and auctioned them off for $28,000. All the proceeds for the auction were received by the foundation. Before all the comments come in and say that Curry doesn't own the shoes, at one point he did. He auctioned them off where all the proceeds went to the foundation that was started by President Obama. My Brother's Keepers Alliance shares their vision on the website. Our vision is to make this a reality for all of our nation's boys and young men of color, each and every one of whom is critical to our collective success. By realizing this vision, we are creating a brighter, more promising future, not just for our boys and young men of color, but for our country. Their mission is also on the website. MBK Alliance leads a cross-sector national call to action, focused on building safe and supportive communities for boys and young men of color where they feel valued and have clear pathways to opportunity. Those shoes help plenty young men of color reach a higher ceiling. Under Armour Curry 3s, worth $30,101. Just like the Under Armour Curry 4s, the Under Armour Curry 3s were auctioned off by Curry to support a good cause. This time, the cause was the Oakland Fire Relief Fund. Just like last time, he wore the shoes in one of the games and auctioned them off for $30,101 to help the 34 victims of a warehouse fire. The shoes even feature the initials of every individual who lost their lives from the fire. Those shoes were literally the most expensive shoes worn by an NBA player ever. Sometimes it's easy to hate on athletes for missing shots or whatever else. Curry just gets it off the court. He understands situations and understands his worth and what he's capable of. Rolex Day Date 40, worth $34,975. Another watch in Curry's collection is the Rolex Day Date 40. He has literally been seen wearing this watch in some of his games. Most of us couldn't imagine wearing an expensive piece like that during any kind of physical activity, let alone a game. Any piece worth nearly $35K would only be worn on huge occasions if you ask me. Then again, if you only wear a piece once or twice a year, why even buy a $35K watch anyway? If Curry's going to use the watch, he should definitely wear it. The watch has a laser-etched diagonal pattern with a chocolate dial, and it costs $34,975. Cartier Santos Skeleton, worth $57,000. The Cartier Santos Skeleton was worn by Curry on the bench while watching his team play against the Mavericks in 2018. This rose gold watch is set in 18-karat pink gold with sapphires and offers a quick change strap system, a bezel shape, and manually wound in-house movements. Curry looked expensive on the bench, as this accessory cost him at least $57,000. The Warriors lost this game to the Mavericks, so maybe Curry won't be wearing this watch anytime soon. But Cartier's new take on its classic caused quite a stir in the watch community when it was relaunched in April of 2018. Business Insider requested for the timepiece, and it turns out to be worth $57,000. The price tag won't mean much to Curry, who signed a $37 million salary. Curry is the highest earning player in the NBA. Curry's skeletonized edition is set in 18-karat pink gold, with a faceted sapphire and features sword-shaped hands and the Roman numerals that Cartier is known for. The Santos was originally designed in 1904 for a Brazilian aviator who wanted to tell the time while flying, and it's proved a popular model ever since. Curry wore the watch with a gray alligator strap, which paired beautifully with his double-breasted navy blazer. Tesla Model X 90D, worth $93,184. The watches are cool and all, but now it's time to look at Curry's car collection. The first car in his lineup is the Tesla Model X 90D. This is a mid-size all-electric luxury SUV. It has a top speed of 250 km per hour, a total power of 311 kilowatts, and a price tag of $93,184. It was reported in 2016 that Curry had just bought a Tesla Model X in an article published on Seeking Alpha. The focus of the article was on the company's autopilot software, so not so much else was written in the recent article on the subject. In the article, the writer wrote in the review, "Well, if it's good enough for Steph, then it's good enough for me." Last week, I received a call from Elon Musk's office to test the company's self-driving technology embedded in their new vehicles for readers of The Diary of a Mad Hedge Fund Trader. I did, and prepare to have your mind blown. I was driving at 80 miles per hour on CA-24, a windy 8-lane freeway that snakes its way through the San Francisco East Bay Mountains. Suddenly, the salesman reached over and flicked a lever on the left side of the driving column. The car took over. There it was, whining and turning along every curve, perfectly centered in the lane. As much as I hated to admit it, the car drove better than I ever could. All that was required from me was to touch the steering wheel every 5 minutes to prove that I was not sleeping. The cars do especially well in rush hour driving, as it is adept at stop-and-go traffic. You can just sit there and work on your laptop, read a book, or watch a movie on the built-in 4G Wi-Fi HD TV. Mercedes-Benz G55, worth $123,600. Curry also has the Mercedes-Benz G55. This car was designed to handle off-road adventures, but Curry took it to a whole other level, as he customized the car to suit day-to-day use. He added chrome accents, LED lights, 24-inch wheels, custom LED blinkers, window tints, smoke lights, and custom headrests with SC30 stitched into them. This car is valued at $123,600. Porsche Panamera Turbo S, worth $150,000. Clearly, Curry is a fan of sports cars. He also has a 4-door Porsche Panamera Turbo S, which is a high-performance sports car with 550 horsepower and a top speed of 190 miles per hour. It costs $150,000. Porsche 911 GT3 RS, worth $175,900. Curry has a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. It's not even the most expensive car in his collection, but it's probably the nicest in aesthetics. In just 3.1 seconds, its 500 horsepower can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour. Its top speed is 193 miles per hour. I don't think Curry is speeding that car with everything he has going on for him, but it's still pretty amazing that a car can reach that speed. It has a jaw-dropping price tag of $175,900. Range Rover Sport LWB, worth $208,200 plus. This is Curry's most expensive car. It's the Range Rover Sport LWB. According to car dealers, it costs $208,200, but the former MVP customized the car according to his liking, including 22-inch wheels and a stretched-out frame. Curry's Range Rover should have a higher price tag than normal. Charlotte, North Carolina mansion, worth $1.55 million. We're done with the clothes, the watches, and the cars. Our favorite celebrity also collects mansions. An MVP can collect mansions. So we'll start with his mansion in Charlotte, North Carolina. This mansion is a European-themed manor house that has 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Outside, it is surrounded by a horseshoe driveway, a porch, and a double-height foyer. It has a total size of 7,560 square feet over 4 levels, and it costs $1.55 million. Orinda Mansion, worth $3.9 million. This Spanish-themed hacienda in Orinda, California has a total size of 4,700 square feet, with 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 2 balconies, and a Syrah vineyard. Curry even upgraded the mansion's kitchen and added a sleek pool play area. The whole property is valued at $3.9 million, and Steph purchased it in 2013. However, he put it on the market when he purchased his Walnut Creek, California home, which was a slight upgrade. Walnut Creek, California Mansion, worth $4.3 million. Curry's home in Walnut Creek, California is a Mediterranean-themed mansion with 7,520 square feet. It was bought by Curry in 2015 for $3.2 million, but due to all the renovations in the house that included a billiard room, a wet bar, a wine cellar, multiple terraces, and a state-of-the-art kitchen, he shelled out another $400,000. The house is now worth $4.3 million. Alamo, California Mansion, worth $6.3 million. At the time, this was the most expensive thing that Curry owned. Stephen Curry's Alamo, California home was his most expensive mansion yet, with a hefty price tag of $6.3 million. With over 10,290 square feet of space, 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a kitchen, a 6-car garage, and an infinity pool, it's one of the most incredible mansions any NBA player has purchased. So there you have it. Those are 15 of the crazy expensive things Stephen Curry has owned. Are you surprised by his luxurious collection? We kind of were. Now, we can officially say that he is an MVP of fame and luxury as well. Atherton, California Mansion, worth $31 million. Stephen Curry received a 5-year, $200 million contract, so he upgraded yet again. Atherton is a small town, but the Warriors star will be surrounded by some big money in his new house. It was reported that the Curry family purchased a 3-level, $31 million estate in a place that's been described as the most affluent zip code in the Bay Area, but there aren't many photos to view. There are 3D renderings that give an overall view and feel of the exterior though. The 1.2-acre lot is located at the end of a little-known cul-de-sac in a gated area. Privacy certainly was a factor too, as you can barely see the property from the road, and it's covered in greenery. Prominent Atherton developer Joe Camartin built the property in 2019 upon speculation, Variety reported, and it evidently fit the Currys, who sold their home in the East Bay community of Alamo earlier in 2019. The Warriors are moving to Chase Center in San Francisco this season, so these Atherton digs will put the Currys closer to the new office.